everybody. My name is Donna Fiesel.
And I'm Cathy Tillery. And guess what? We're in the kitchen today.
Oh, this is my favorite place in the whole house. Everybody likes to gather in the kitchen, right?
Oh, yes, they do. And a lot of people have TVs in their kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, speaking of TV, you can watch us on TV as well as Facebook. You can catch us on Abundant TV, which is free on your Roku smart TV. So be sure and add that onto your TV.
It's a little stick. You just put it on the back of your smart TV.
Yep, you can do that. Me, I have cable, remember? So I actually had to add Abundant to my Roku. So like when my screens pop up and it has Hulu and Netflix, I have a pretty little insignia like you see down at the bottom right there that says the ATV. I have that on my TV screen now.
Absolutely.
So I just click on it and then I can watch the shows at 1 o'clock. Of course, I can't watch them literally at 1 o'clock because a lot of times we're literally on the air at 1 o'clock. But my children, everybody watches it on there. If you don't have Facebook, it's a great place to get it. Or you can watch us on Cable 182 in North Alabama on Charter. Correct?
Absolutely. We got you. We got you covered.
Well, I'm excited about today.
I'm excited because I get to watch her cook today.
Oh, I'm not really cooking. Okay, I'm fudging. Right? Isn't that what we call it? We're kind of doing a quick, easy dessert is what we're going to do.
Oh, I'm all about desserts.
I love banana pudding. Everybody loves banana pudding probably that loves bananas. I love homemade banana pudding, Donna. But it takes so long to cook it. So long to cook homemade banana pudding because you have to cook the eggs and all that on the eye. Excuse me, my daughter makes it just like my mother used to. The old-timey banana pudding. And it's good.
Have you ever had banana-less pudding before?
No, I've never had that.
Just don't put anything but the wafers in the pudding.
Oh, wow.
And pineapple? Pineapple's good too.
Never had that either. I think it zoomed. She just zoomed us in a little closer, didn't you? So that you can see what we're doing here, okay? So, all the things you need, very simple. You've got some bananas. They're about to go bad. Don't waste them. Use it in a quick banana pudding, okay? So, you need a banana, and you need a box of Jell-O instant pudding. Okay, this is instant.
Oh, there's two kinds because there's the kind you cook and then there's the instant.
That's right. This is instant. See down at the bottom, it'll say instant there. So be sure you don't get the vanilla pudding that you have to cook because that's the kind you have to boil in the eye. Now, you can use that as well, you know, if you don't have it. All right, this is quicker. This takes like just a few minutes and you're done. And it looks like you've slaved over a banana pudding.
So here's what she does after she's made this. She gets flour and throws it in her face. Oh, it took me a long time to make this.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you're going to have 2 cups of milk. You need 2 cups of milk. I use 2% milk. A lot of people use whole milk still. That's
I gotta
fine.
have the fatty kind.
But I don't think I would use 1% or skim milk in it because it might make it a little too thin.
It wouldn't be creamy.
Yeah. So I would go 2% or whole. Yeah. Okay. So this is 2 cups of 2% milk that we have here. And then vanilla wafers. Now, I just made one of these the other day. So I have...
Is there any left of it?
I have a half a bag is all you need. Just a half a bag of vanilla wafers. Okay. Now you can use the store-bought, you know, the store brand kind. A lot of stores, grocery stores,
like
Foodland.
Foodland, you know, plus
they probably have
their
their own
brand, and it is good too.
Yes. So, but I just did the vanilla wafers because everybody knows that's vanilla
and I wanted to
wafers.
mention too, this is Jell-O brand, but at Albertville Foodland Plus, you could actually use their store brand.
Oh yeah.
It's good.
Oh yeah. So, what you're going to do is, don't forget you need this too. You need a little something that you can reuse in the fridge. Okay.
Have a good top to it.
That way you don't take out all of it at one time. You'll have some to save. And you'll need a whisk. You got to have a whisk now because that is the key to making good pudding.
You're fluffing air in there. Okay.
And a mixing bowl. Just any mixing bowl. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to drop your Jell-O instant pudding, which it tells you on the package. 2 cups of milk. It's very simple. 2 cups of milk, 2 minutes. So we're going to have to set a timer. I actually forgot about that, but we'll watch.
I can
You've
watch
got a
it.
timer. So we have to beat it for
Well, really,
2
until it just gets
minutes.
thick,
Yeah.
because this is kind of cool about living in a higher elevation. You don't have to mix stuff as much.
Right. Okay, so we've got our instant pudding. All right, our vanilla wafers. We're going to be finished with that. So what we're going to do is you're going to prep in your pan here is where you prep. Okay. So that's, you're going to have, of course, you've got clean hands. I washed my hands before we
She
started.
never washes her hands.
Listen, I did not, look, do not do this, though. I have seen, I'm not even going to say who I saw do this, use hand sanitizer
No.
before they cooked. I love my husband, but he'll just squirt the hand sanitizer, and I'll say, honey, did you wash your hands? Oh, I use the hand sanitizer. And before you eat your foods or when you're prepping foods, be sure and wash your hands with soap and water, not hand sanitizer. Okay. Unless, like,
Clue number 2.
you have no soap or you're out or something. Then use sanitizer and water, okay? So we're going to be done with this. We're going to stick that in our little bag.
I'm a fan of white today.
Yes. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to line the bottom of your pan.
Okay.
Do not pour your milk into the mix unless you are ready to whisk. Because you have to whisk
Oh, it'll get lumpy.
continuously for 2
Good
minutes.
idea.
Yeah. So, we're going to line our little bottom of our little bowl. Okay. And now, of course, you can do a bigger one. Okay, you can do double this, and then, of course, you'll need the whole box of vanilla wafers. That's actually what I just did for me and my husband, because he likes to eat it for dessert.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll eat it for like 2 or 3 nights to go with his
I could eat it for the meal.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I'm going to argue a point with her, okay?
Vanilla wafers
Okay.
are good.
No. So I'm going to argue this point. I could actually eat this for a meal.
I love vanilla wafers. I could just eat
You know
them.
what she's going to say. Okay, so I can actually eat this. This could be my meal instead of dessert. You know
Well,
how I figure that out?
how? Because you're getting
You're getting milk,
protein.
you're getting the banana,
You're getting fruit, protein, and your carbs.
so I could
Pretty much.
more calories, but I could.
Yeah, that's like, actually a good snack for children that I love still to this day is peanut butter and vanilla wafers and a glass of milk.
A gallon of
that.
milk.
These are so good. I would love to just pop one in my mouth,
Yeah, you
but
gotta
I'm
save
going to
them
do
for
it. I'm not going to
Gotta
do
save
it.
them,
I'm not going to
Kathy.
do it. Okay, so you've lined the bottom. You see that? Lined it with your vanilla wafers. Okay, so now you're ready to prepare your pudding. Okay? So we'll get your banana
If
ready.
you got chicken, save this, okay?
Oh yeah, save your peelings. Okay, and you want to make sure with bananas, this is just an old school thing. A lot of people don't do it. A lot of people may want to do it, may not. Just cut off the end. Okay, don't ever eat the end of the bananas.
It's
Either
just
end.
prettier.
Yeah, it's prettier, and then sometimes there might be a little bug or something there because of the fact that the way that's their openings. So it's actually a good safe
And
way
can I
too.
mention one other thing? There are tiny little seeds in there. And you can actually start a banana tree from those tiny little seeds.
Can you really?
Uh-huh.
I did not know
You sure
that.
can. But be careful where you put the banana tree.
I did
because
not
it
know
grows
that.
like crazy. Okay.
Okay, so we've got our banana ready. All right, now, so while I'm mixing this, we're going to talk about something else. How about we talk about, for our viewing audience out there, since we're talking about food, going to the Hatter Cafe while I'm mixing. So I'm going to pour the 2 cups of milk in. Okay, we're going to set our timer, Donna, so we can see it.
Okay. I'm
All right,
ready
for
when you are.
2 minutes,
Mhm.
okay?
Mhm.
So it's 17. Okay, so I've got to stir and mix. All right, so while I'm stirring and mixing, how about we talk about the Hatter Cafe?
Let's do that because we got the Hatter Cafe, and I love the Hatter Cafe. They actually sponsor one of our birthday clubs.
Mm-hmm.
And you can win it. I don't care where you live. You can still win the certificate. You gotta let us know about your birthday. And you can send that as an email either to Donna at icradio.media or to Cathy with a C at icradio.media. You can win a $20 gift certificate for your birthday. So, and they're in Mentone, and they are absolutely awesome. And we'll show you a few pictures from the Hatter Cafe. By the way, and we're starting to do decorations.
beautiful.
Also,
For the night. So it kind of turns into a bed and breakfast, really, right? I love a cafe. The atmosphere, oh, it just makes you feel pretty if you're a girl. A man probably won't feel pretty, but they'll be like, oh, my wife loves this. My daughter loves this. It's great. Oh, yes. The food, what do they say? Food is the way to a man's heart. Okay.
Okay, so I think you've done the deal right there.
All right,
So
2 minutes. We have been mixing this with your whisk. The key to this is a whisk, because if you don't, it'll be lumpy. It just won't be good. Okay, so we're gonna discard this. Let's put that in Donna's sink there. We're gonna pour our pudding now. Okay, over your vanilla wafers. All right, make sure everybody can see this. And you see it's nice, got good texture. And actually, you could actually eat this right away because it's just cold and good. And then, or you can put it in the fridge, like my husband likes
it. You move this way just a little bit.
Okay, my husband likes it really cold, like out of the fridge, because he likes the bananas cold. I don't like that. I like my bananas kind of warmer, kind of like a real banana pudding. This is vanilla pudding mix now. I did not use banana, because if you use banana with banana, it's just your preference.
You can use chocolates. I like chocolate.
You can use anything, whichever flavor you like. I use the vanilla just because if I use the banana, I notice banana with banana is actually, it's just too much banana. You know, look at her. She's like a kid. She's licking the bowl. Okay, so now, guys, you got your wafers there. You got your pudding there. Now the next.
I go to your house every time you're cooking?
Now the next thing we're gonna save that because we're gonna put you some in the bowl maybe. All right. So the next thing you're gonna do, guys, is cut your banana in pretty thick slices, not too thin. But now remember, we're on a budget here. So we're making a vanilla pudding out of a half a bag of vanilla wafers, 1 banana, 1 box of pudding, and 2 cups of milk. That's all it takes. Okay? So it's very easy for a mom or a dad or the kids. They can make this after school. This would be a great...
It's like a chemistry class.
Yes. This would be a great thing for them to do after school.
And they're going to say they love chemistry. So when they go back to school and the teacher says chemistry, instead of going, oh, chemistry, they're going to think of cookie. That's what it's all about. I'm sorry I'm not talking more often, but I'm enjoying this.
Okay, so we're filling this up with our banana. We got to a little bit of a dark spot there. So you just cut it in thick or thin slices, just depending on how big your banana is. This banana, I'm kind of getting down to the end there, so I want to make sure it's all covered.
Chicken.
Just set that there. We'll
Chicken.
Cut off that end because I don't like the ends. I don't like using the ends.
Thanks for making this.
And then, voila, you have all your banana on there. See there? Everybody's got banana. Now, very simple. Now you're going to use the rest of your vanilla wafers. And so you may not even use a whole half a bag. And you're going to place these on top so it makes it look really pretty. I think one of my... And that's why I wore my hair up, actually. Because if you're cooking, okay, I told Donna, she's like, I'm wearing this kind of furry top today.
Yeah, I wouldn't wear this to cook.
I said, no, let me do my pudding today.
And for all of my animal lover friends, this is not real fur.
No, it's fake.
But it looks like it.
Fuck fur. Fuck fur. Okay, so now you're taking your vanilla wafers and placing it all on top here, okay?
It's pretty. You know, this would be a good thing to take to a potluck somebody gets sick in your church and your family, and
You
you
can
want to
whip
bring
this
some
up.
food.
Yeah. You could actually do a big one. Like I said, you could just double it.
Mhm.
So it doesn't take a lot of food.
But this is good though, like just for me and Phil.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This actually would still do at least 4 desserts.
But when you had all your kids at home, you needed the big one.
Yeah, I would just double it. Like I do with Chris. I usually double it because then it lasts him 3 or 4 nights. So he has a dessert every night during the week.
He must eat a lot of it.
He loves dessert. Yeah, he loves his banana pudding.
Uh-huh.
And he loves yogurt. Another great dessert, doesn't take but a minute, y'all. Just get you some plain yogurt, like in the tubs. It's cheaper if you buy it that way than the little circulars. Yeah. And just some vanilla pudding. Put you a little bit in a couple of bowls. Throw some blueberries on it, maybe with little pecans or walnuts. Makes a great dessert.
Oh, yeah, that's good. And you can use graham cracker crumbs.
And it's healthy.
Yeah.
And that's healthier actually than the banana pudding.
Yeah.
But, okay, so.
But you can probably do that with a banana pudding.
Oh, yes. How much time we got, Donna?
Are
we good?
About 12 minutes.
Oh, yeah, so we're
So we
good.
got plenty of time.
Okay, so look. Now you have your banana pudding. I'm going to set that right there for a second so everybody can see. And look at there. And it's done. You don't have to wait on it to get cold. Now, homemade banana pudding, you would have to put that in the refrigerator. And it does have to get cool.
And it makes the vanilla wafer softer too, the longer it
Yeah,
sits.
but this doesn't. And then you've got your little dessert, and you can just throw it in the fridge and pull it out. It's that simple.
I'm good with that.
So I'm going to let you taste of it, Donna, and see how you like it. And then we'll say fill a bowl. Sound good? I want him to have some. So you want to kind of cut, like that would be, I'm going to do you a smaller little portion here, but, and then you just do it really gently. That way you don't lose the look of it. Okay?
See, I just slap it in there.
So it looks pretty. And you can always, now look, I'm making yours pretty though. You can always add a few more wafers, okay? For looks, like if you're having somebody that's coming, that came over for dinner. See, it's pretty. Made a pretty little dessert.
Absolutely.
How about that? Okay, now you got to taste it and see how you like it.
All right, that's your serving one. I'm going to taste it and see how I like it. Well, you know I'm going to love it.
She's,
Okay.
It's good, isn't it? Now, if you sit it in the fridge, it gets moisture, and then it's really, really
And
good.
the vanilla wafer is going to get a little bit softer.
Yeah, the wafers will be softer.
But I like it either way.
Because when you make a homemade banana pudding, which I love, but I don't like to slave over that. And my daughter, she's the home ec facts teacher. She makes a terrific homemade banana pudding. It tastes just like my mother's did. It's the old-timey recipe. Pass me the vanilla box. It may actually be on some of the wafer boxes. Actually, this one does have it. So, like, if you're making homemade vanilla pudding, not this one that takes, that took us, 10 minutes? And you've got a dessert. If you're making homemade vanilla pudding, then you will need to probably use vanilla wafers. And it's not, I'm not getting a kickback or anything from this company. It's just that sometimes the real vanilla wafers like this, they're usually not broken at all. And sometimes when you get them just by a bag, people have picked up that bag and so they're broken. You really don't want those. But now sometimes, like Foodland, you can check at your favorite grocery store, Publix or whatever. If they have vanilla wafers that are in a box, that's better. Because then they're probably not broken into small pieces. And then it looks better. Especially if you're going to do a homemade one.
That's good with coffee too.
Oh yeah, she's drinking her coffee. Okay, so what you'll need if you're going to make a homemade vanilla pudding, I have time to do this with them right quick. 3/4 a cup of sugar, okay? You're going to do a 1/3 cup of flour, a dash of salt.
How much is a dash, by the way?
About a pinch.
Dash.
3 eggs, okay? And remember to separate your eggs, when you do this, okay?
From the girls out here, by the way.
That's right. 3 eggs separated. And you know what that means. That means if you have an egg, when you crack it, try to keep the yellow egg, the yellow yolk, intact. And the outside clear from mixing together.
Well, if some of that yolk gets in there, you're not going to be able to fluff it up as well.
Right. And a lot of people buy egg separators. Those are good too, because then you can just crack the egg and put it in your separator over a cup, and it'll drain out and leave the egg yolk
you can just get a funnel
in the center.
Get one of those funnels, but
Yeah,
make
you
sure
do
it's
that
got a
too.
small, little small opening, and it'll just drip right out.
Right. Okay, and then the next thing is a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. So that's vanilla extract, vanilla flavoring is what that is. You're going to have 45 vanilla wafers. Okay.
Are you going to count each one of those?
Oh, listen to this. You're going to use.
I just throw it in.
Guess how many bananas you use in a real homemade pudding?
What?
5.
Oh, 5. That's going to be a huge banana pudding.
5 bananas sliced. Okay, and then so basically you're using pretty much the whole box of the vanilla wafers because that's a lot of banana. And usually it makes a Pyrex dish type amount, which is like the square. Okay, what is that? Like 11 by 11
11
or
by 14 or something
yeah,
like that.
okay. That's about
Kind
the
of
size
about one.
dish. Right. You're going to heat the oven to 350. You're going to mix the 1/2 cup of sugar, flour, salt, okay, and in a double boiler, okay. You're going to blend it with the 3 egg yolks and your milk and cook uncovered. This on top of the stove. Cook uncovered, okay, over boiling water, 10 to 12 minutes or until it's thickened. Stirring constantly. Remove from the heat and keep stirring as you stir in the vanilla. Now, that's a lot of work. Okay, because then you still got to do this. You still got to reserve.
I got a shortcut.
Okay, okay.
Okay, if you'll get the milk and put it in the microwave for just about 1.5 minutes, most of the time you spend on the stove is trying to get the milk hot. And it serves 2 purposes. First of all, you won't scorch the pudding. And if you'll get it and pour it in there while it's hot, now do it slowly, okay? And don't put the egg yolk in yet until you get everything mixed with the sugar.
Right.
Vanilla.
Right.
So let the egg yolk be the last thing you put in there, because if not, you're going to have cooked scrambled eggs in it.
Right.
So pour that in there, and you'll get it cooked in less than half the time.
And then you're going to actually bake it. Well, now let me back up a second here. You're going to beat the egg whites, okay, on high speed in your mixer until they're very soft peaks or firm.
That's making the meringue, right?
Right. Then you'll gradually keep beating in the remaining in the sugar until it peaks, and then spread over the custard, okay? Beating it well to the edge. Make sure it's well to the edge of the dishes. And then you're going to bake it 15 to 20 minutes.
And that's cooking the meringue.
Or until lightly browned.
Yeah. And I like when the meringue is kind of fluffed up a little bit. Get your spoon.
I love homemade banana pudding. It's just that takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
That's like an hour time.
Yeah, this is kind of neat because you've had kids in college, and when they come home, they're always going to bring a whole bunch of kids with them.
Now,
well, do that real quick.
I was fixing to say now, if everybody was coming home, like I usually talk to my one daughter that loves to bake, I actually will ask her to make homemade banana pudding.
Let her do that.
Yeah, because that's about an hour cooking time. And then you've got to put it in the fridge too. So basically you're looking at 30 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes prep time, an hour cooking time, and then an hour or 2 to chill.
But if you got that kind of time, it's worth it.
Oh yes. Oh, this is great though. It's a good little quick alternative. It's also cheap. Because we try to show you some cheap, not necessarily cheap, but frugal ways to save some money.
Well, like Bruce's Foodland and Albertville Foodland Plus, if you'll go to their store brands, they're awesome, and they're going to cost about half of what the big brands are going to cost.
Yeah, They do.
So even cheaper,
Mm-hmm.
even a better price.
So I like doing this because it's quick, it's simple, and once again, if you're just now catching us on Abundant TV or on cable, all you needed was a half a box of vanilla wafers, 1 box of vanilla or banana or whatever your preference is for pudding, but it's better the vanilla with 1 banana and a half a bag of vanilla wafers, 2 cups of milk, and you've got a pudding.
And I can't imagine this. There are some people who don't like bananas. I cannot imagine. I love banana sandwiches.
Oh,
But
yes.
for the
Peanut
folks who
butter
don't
banana.
like banana, you can also use pineapple. You ever had a pineapple pudding?
No, I've not done that.
And just get one of those little small cans of pineapple. Make sure you drain the juice out of it. Drain the juice, by the way. Don't throw that away.
Is that like the chunk, or you get the circle?
Don't get the circle. Go ahead and get the one that's kind of chopped up as mince. You can get the chunks, but then you can also get one that's chopped up.
Oh, that's good.
And it's really good, and it goes a long way.
Oh,
And so we
that's
do a
nice.
lot of pineapple puddings. They're good too.
Well, the Hatter, she had desserts, but me and you didn't get to try it that
I
day.
couldn't. There was too much of the other food.
Oh, it was so good. But we're going to go back there again. So when we go back there again the next time, we will actually maybe bring y'all with us. Okay? Maybe we'll do a little Facebook Live. I know you TV may not get to see that, but everybody that watches this on Facebook can. And we'll maybe try to sneak in a little Facebook Live, and you can see what we're eating.
And I want you to meet the owners. You're gonna love it. They have such a passion for what they do. I mean, they do, and that's who I like to shop with. And I love to go to a restaurant where the owners are local.
I can't wait to go there and actually have a great meal for dinner, and then stay in the bed and breakfast and get up and have a wonderful breakfast before you head out.
Because that's included.
Yeah, breakfast is included, she said, in
And
the
your
bed and
supper.
breakfast.
Well, we call it supper. You probably call it dinner.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know dinner was included too.
Uh-huh.
Oh, really? That's a good selling point.
Well,
for
certainly it's because it's
most men, because they like supper.
A guy could really care less what it looks like.
Yeah, as long as they've got good food.
Us women are going to love the way it looks, and we're going to go home with ideas now.
Right.
For our house on decorating. She actually had china, broken pieces, or not broken, but just separate pieces of china that she got. Yard sales, garage sales, and so she put them in, made light fixtures out of them,
beautiful.
and turned the saucer upside down and the cup upside down, and there were lights hanging down.
And chandeliers. One of her chandeliers, as you walk in to the restaurant, it's beautiful. It's just, I can't tell you anymore because I'm telling you too much. So you just need to go to the Hatter Cafe and have a wonderful breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and then maybe stay the night. And we are running out of time. So thank you so much for joining us. Oh, don't forget, the second Saturday of every month, Mentone, Alabama. That's where you need to go, and you can check out the class at the Baker Farm, and then go join the house.
We got to go. Thank you so much for watching. We love you.
Bye. Have a
Thank
great
you
day.
so much. You take care, okay?